Apparently today is going to be one of the most beautiful, amazing experiences, views in this area, and I'm super excited.
I got my bags packed, timeline on track. My winter coat stuck in the closet way back. I won't be needing that. I won't be needing that. I'm ready to fly down 65, hit the coastline in the sunshine. I'm going to find my new high, hit the coastline in the sunshine.
Good morning and welcome to day 47. It is 8:40 in the morning. We've been walking probably for about
5 minutes.
5 minutes. We started at Carvers Gap. I'm Sunshine.
I'm Captain, and we're still walking.
Kind of. We're taking a break right now. And still talking. Okay, we started at Carvers Gap today. We're heading up to Round Bald. We've got some really, apparently beautiful, beautiful scenery today. We're looking to go, how many, I almost fell off the rock.
16.5 miles, and we're looking to walk straight to the hostel.
Refuge Hostel.
Refuge Hostel.
So you guys, get ready because this is going to be an amazing, gorgeous day. So far it started out, just check out this view. Man of the mountain. Captain of the mountain. Woo!
Now, how do I get down?
Carefully. Oh! We almost lost you to the ground.
Are we just smaller versions of a bigger home? Are you the rivers in your veins and mine? The flakes that become snow? And you might believe that everything is broken.
So we're at the top of Bald Mountain. Over there in front of us is Jane Mountain. And then that one beyond is Captain and Sunshine Mountain.
Wow. Great name.
I don't know, isn't that unique that they happen to have the same name as us?
Yeah.
This is a rolling hill kind of day. It's supposed to be 85 degrees today. I don't know what it is yet. It's my thermometer is stuck on Celsius, and I usually try to give Celsius and Fahrenheit. It says 24 degrees. Captain, what does yours say for Fahrenheit on your thermometer? 69 in Fahrenheit. And I think my Celsius is probably wrong because it's saying kind of high. I don't think it's 24 yet. So
are we just jagged lines across a barren sea? Are the shapes inside a sundisk the same as the arms of trees? And saying,
so this is a blaze. This one's fun because it's on a rock. Often they're on trees, on poles. It varies. And one of you had left a message to explain kind of the marks on the trail and what they mean. And so as I come upon them over the next several days, I'll explain them to you. I didn't know what all of them meant in the beginning. I think I know what most of them mean now, at least the important ones. That is the white blaze, which is just basically like a paint, I don't know how they do it, but my guess would be like a 5-inch thick paintbrush, just a slick of paint down the side of the tree. And that denotes the AT destinations. That's the Appalachian Trail, just one of those plain white ones. So I don't do drama or gossip or anything like that. When people are sitting around on the trail talking about other people, I stay out of it. Unless someone's being mean or rude or whatnot or inappropriate, then I will get involved or whatever. But so far it really hasn't been the case. However, I am going to do these public service announcements, just mostly speaking about like trail etiquette and things that you should do or not do. And I haven't been on the trail that long, but I have been traveling for 10 years and spent a lot of time sleeping with other people in rooms, up to 150 sometimes at a time, and other times just a handful. But I've done it a lot. So I have a good idea of what you should be doing and what you shouldn't be doing, just to be common courtesy for others. And so some things, we stayed in our first accommodation that houses more than 4 people the last couple of days. And typically we have not stayed in accommodations like that at all so far. And the reason has been because when we do get off the trail on the Friday, Saturday, or the Saturday, Sunday, we are a bit, we need to be in a space that has like Captain and I in one room, because I'm taking client calls. He's doing his D&D clubs, running them, and he's like, yeah, no, now we're going to kill the pirate. And he gets really into it and does accents. And that's not really fair to other people that are trying to have peace and quiet. And not all of the hostels with multi-beds has a space that you can go to kind of be isolated. So now we're venturing into staying in hostels with more people because we want the experience. And last night was, I think it might have been my first hostel experience ever with 8 beds in the United States. And some things you should not do. 9 o'clock is bedtime. If everyone's up or lights out, if everyone's up and whatnot and making noise and you can tell no one wants to go to bed, it's okay. But we actually had someone, and we were all up last night doing stuff, and it was obvious no one was ready to go to sleep. But there might be that one quiet person that doesn't feel comfortable, saying, hey, I'm really ready to go to bed. So one lovely guest said, hey guys, it's my hiker midnight, it's 9 p.m. Does anyone want me to shut off the lights? Which I thought was really, really courteous. There's been some really courteous things going on. But then there's been situations where some things, hold on. That's Largo, Captain. I'm almost to you, I'll be right there, okay? Just wait for me, bye. Well, I actually don't know if I'm almost to him because I don't know where he is. That's what happens when I stop talk to people I know on the trail and I get behind. Anyway, so things you should not do. Do not run the dryer with the beeper after 9 p.m. Do not take all the refrigerator space. And when someone asks you if that's all your stuff in the fridge, can you make space for other people if you're taking up the majority of the fridge? That's really unfair. And then the other incident that we've had at the hostel we're staying in is that there's a reason they have spaces outside to put your shoes so that you don't bring the mud inside. So it makes it easier for them to clean the hostel. But also for those of us who have gotten back already, showered, and are walking around barefoot, we don't want to walk in mud. And if you did do that and it was an accident, because we all have bad days, I am sure I've done something I shouldn't have. And if someone could just kindly explain it to me or ask me not to do that, then I would say, oh, okay, I'm sorry. But in the situation that we saw, one woman saw another woman do it, and she asked her please to not do that anymore, and then she said she didn't do it. And it got in a little blah, 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 back and forth. So those are just some things. And I'm going to do some more PSAs like that, because here's the thing. People are tired out here, and they're hungry, and they're cold, or they're hot, and sometimes it's not an intentional thing that you're not being courteous, you're just wiped out completely. So if someone else reminds you kindly, take it with grace, apologize, say, oh, I maybe did that, and I won't do it again, because we all got to work together, and I want to stay in more big hostels, so let's do this. Wipeout number 8,635. Oh my God, look at, oh my gosh. Oh well, at least we have a washing machine tonight. I don't think I hurt anything except, oh my gosh, how can I get that off? Except I went down and my neck went that way. So hopefully I don't have any issue. My hat fell off. Is my hat dirty?
No.
Ugh, can I wipe this on you?
Funny.
May I wipe this on you? May I? So you all already know I am a major foodie. If I can eat a different type of food every night of the week, I will. Indian one night, Thai the next, Ethiopian, Mexican, you know, I love it. And today, because we've been slack packing, we didn't bring our regular food. We had a ton of it, so we had to eat it down. But today I made us bagel sandwiches and then chips with French onion dip. And I don't even really like chips, to be honest. And we're gonna eat in about a mile, and it's all I can think about are those ruffle chips and that French onion dip. Like, I'm like sleep dreaming. I'm walking, I'm sorry, what am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing, but I can't wait to eat those ruffles. So weird. So part of the many amazing things out here is the people you meet along the way. And so I had hoped that we would do a Q&A with you guys at lunch and show you our lunch, but hiker buddies came along. Oh, I can't straighten the camera today. Hiker buddies came along and we chatted with them, and then a trail runner came through and we were asking him questions about long distance trail hiking. And then some smaller groups of younger weekend hiking people came through and we chatted with them. And so, yeah, I'm sorry you didn't get to have lunch with us, but I think you would understand. So we had a bagel sandwich with sliced chicken, cucumbers and cheese, and then of course the Ruffles chips and the French onion dip. I'm going uphill. We have 11 miles left today. It's like 1.6 up and the rest is down. So we'll be blazing down that. It's still a fabulous day and we're just having an amazing time. And yeah, that's it.
Maybe we're smaller. Are we just smaller?
So the rule on the trail is if you are approaching someone on the trail and one needs to yield, the person going down the hill moves over so the person coming up who's huffing and puffing like me right now can get by. And that just doesn't make sense to me, guys, because if I see someone coming and I'm like, I need a break, right? So I'm always like jumping off the trail. Like they're like, no, go ahead. And I'm like, no, I need a break. Plus, I don't want you to watch me like huffing and puffing up the trail, like a slobbering mess. I think they need to change that policy. What do you guys think? Here we have 2 white paint splashes. Okay, so I don't actually know the name, but I know what it means, and I'm sure Will just put it on the screen right here. Pretty please, honey. So the one that's on the top and whatever direction it goes to. I don't know if that's the best way to explain it. So there's 2 trails here. One is right over here, and then the other is to the left. And then the top slash is more to the left. So that's the way you go. If it was more to the right, that would be the way that you would go on the trail, if that makes sense. I guess would that be called a double dash? I don't know. That would be the logical thing to call it, right? And now we know we're back on the right trail because there's the single. This, my friends, is Little Hump Mountain, and on the other side, I'm assuming, is Big Hump. I can't see it right now, but I think that's what they call it. It's not noted on Far Out what the second one's called, but I hear people referring to them as such. And you haven't seen much of Captain today because he is hiking ahead of me. There's lots of groups of 3 and 4 people and they're going slower. And so when he stops to wait for me, he has to pass them again. So he wants to go ahead, which is fine. He is a grown young man. Look at this. I think these are berries here too. Blackberries maybe? This is what happens when you allow yourself to be surprised on the AT and you don't research everything. Okay, I wish I would have shown this on video. I was just on Little Hump and I could see the Big Hump or whatever hump next. Then I came to this little forest and thought it would be on the other side and it's gone. I'm so confused. I guess it's behind that, over to the side. Remember when I said I didn't know what happened to the other hump? Oh my God. I came through another woods and there's the hump. It doesn't look big at all on the screen, but wow, it's monstrous. It's gorgeous, but it is huge. It's 1 mile up to the top of that. Now, do you prefer to be walking through the woods and not see the top of how far 1 mile is from you? Or would you rather be able to see the top like this? I don't know. I think I like to be surprised and hope, even though I know the mileage, that the top is around the next corner and that I'm in shade. This must be brutal when it's even warmer. I mean, it's pretty warm today, but this isn't, I mean, I've seen it, it's going to get a lot warmer, I'm sure, in the middle of the summer here. So I'm only halfway up, but I'm turning around and taking a look. And advice I was given on our Inca trail group trip to Machu Picchu was that when you need a break, turn around and look how far you've come. So I'm only halfway, but this is how far I've come. And I subscribe to that philosophy in life, right? Don't look at what we didn't do, but look at how far we've come from what we started with, whatever that may be. And I'm applying that policy to the hike, because if I stand here and look up, I'm like, ah, but when I look down, also, my balance is a little bit better. I don't feel like I'm gonna flop over. I made it to the top. Surveying my domain. So beautiful. Can see a little bit better halfway down. Meantime, I found Captain over here lounging. He claims he's been here for an hour. I don't know if I believe it. I think the sunburn will tell if he actually's been here for an hour or not. I think you've been here for an hour, really?
No, I have. I've been here since like 1 o'clock, so like 55 minutes.
Wow. I was just taking a lot of breaks to take it all in. I wasn't slow.
Sure. So another nice thing about being on the tops of these just open field mountains is that you get such a great view of the sky. And not only that, as an aviation enthusiast, I like to pride myself on just being able to point out airplanes in the sky. So you can just see an amazing view of everything. We can see where we're gonna be tonight because it's all downhill from here. And it's honestly very well, I don't want to say well deserved, but I feel like this is a very nice spot to be right after hiking a while to get up to the top.
It's not for good, guys. It's just for a hot minute. We keep bouncing back between North Carolina and Tennessee. I think we've seen more people today than we've seen on the entire trail so far.
I mean, I've definitely passed a lot more people than I normally do.
Yeah. This is crazy. But it's a holiday weekend.
Yeah.
And it is a weekend in general, so. All right, let's roll. Captain will go ahead by a mile or two here and there, but not a lot, like maybe 3 miles max, or meet me someplace. But today there's a lot of people on the trail, and I'm gonna let him go ahead 5 miles and kind of start getting things ready at the hostel, take his shower, get his back emptied out, eat his dinner, his bag, not his back, emptied out. And that's about it. So I love you, have fun, and
Time to go run a marathon.
put a mint on my pillow, please.
Sure.
Bye. So I know there's someone right now looking at the fact that I just let him go 5 miles off and get himself situated in the hostel going, what are you thinking? That's so dangerous. So let me explain. Our parenting philosophy has been that at around age 14, I mean, pending we think they're responsible enough, which we have with both kids, is to give them the freedoms and the responsibility that we would, not 100%, but a good amount, that we would as an adult living with us. So maybe if a friend was living with us or an adult child or whatnot. And then that gives them the opportunity to practice at being an adult and making mistakes and dusting themselves off and trying again under our roof and under our finances. Although there's usually not anything that financially happens as a result. Wow. Look at this, guys. This is a huge piece of, I guess, is that slate? I don't even really know. It's gorgeous. Wow. And so he has been practicing at doing things alone since he was 14, traveling international on an airplane since he was much younger than that. He has traveled on trains alone, gone away for the weekend with his sister alone. He's flown an airplane, not alone yet because he doesn't have his license. So he's lived in 70 different countries. And so countries where he didn't speak the language or understand the currency or understand the food, and he's been able to navigate. So him walking for 5 miles on a trail with a bunch of other people in a very populated area on a day where the weather is great and with cell phone service and an app that leads him where he's going and also where he knows where he's going and an environment where I feel that he is safe does not frighten me at all. There's a lot of other things in this world that frighten me, and that is not one of them. And I also know he's been on this trail for 47 days with me. He's quite capable. He has water. If he ran out of water, he knows how to filter water. He knows what to do in the event he sees a bear or a snake gets him or any of that kind of stuff. So all the areas have been T's are crossed and I's are dotted. And I wouldn't have allowed him to do that, say, on the first day, but now he's completely ready and capable. So I'm also not far behind. So if anyone has any questions about that, or about our parenting style and philosophy, just drop them in the comments. We have found that capable children or young adults, it helps with their confidence and helps them not be fearful of things out in the world and makes them better humans and makes them happier with themselves. It's just a win-win. We don't subscribe to micromanaging or helicopter parenting or my way is the only way, or I'm an adult, that's the way it should be, or because I said so, or any of that type of parenting style. And it has frankly served us well. We've got really great kids who are self-sufficient and have a good dose of self-esteem and have a clear identity and an enormous amount of compassion in them. So I think it worked. Not to toot my own horn. Oh, and Will's horn, by the way. I didn't do this alone. So I sent Captain ahead, and there was no rain in the forecast, and I'm down to like 0.1 of a mile, and I hear thunder, and it's getting really dark. I don't have my rain gear, but you know what, 0.1 of a mile isn't going to kill me in the rain, but I do have the gear, and I don't have enough room in my fanny pack for it, so I gotta crank, guys. I'll see you in a bit. Bad news, it's coming. I can feel a little drizzle, and I guess I went past it. It's not super clearly marked. So, here we go. Wish me luck, guys. This isn't so fun, not having my rain gear and being lost. Ah! I just gotta sing in the rain, I guess. Whew. Holy shit! Well, we're gonna see how waterproof this fanny pack is. I am officially soaked. I'm going back to the original place I went, which seemed like the right way. I just didn't go far enough on the road. The directions were actually go to the barbed wire fence. It's before the barbed wire fence. Can you hear that? I am a wet cat, and I don't know how I'm gonna get this clothing off me. I'm dripping everywhere. It's all part of the journey, guys. It's not even nighttime. Okay.
How's it going?
Well, can you hear me okay? I learned a valuable lesson today. Do not part with Captain unless I take my rain poncho. Even if the weather says it's fine, don't do it. I know you guys probably can't see this in the video, but I am soaked to the bone. Like absolutely, completely soaked. So, good night from day 47. We almost forgot to say goodnight. We're beat. It's been a long day. We went, where did we go today? We went from, my glasses. We went from Carvers Gap to Refuge Hostel. We did 16.5 miles, which means we're...
Right now we are at -20...
We can't even keep track anymore.
24. 24.
Negative 24. But we're going to make that up in the next 2 days, right?
Eventually. We'll make it up eventually.
All right. The best part of my day, I actually really like the hikes today. I liked going over the humps. They were called the humps, right?
Yes, the
Big
balls.
hump and little hump. Or
were they? I have no idea.
And that was really fun to let Captain go ahead on his own and do his own thing.
Except when I left with all the rain gear.
And I made that stupid mistake. And so the worst part of my day was getting caught in the rain unprepared. How about your best and worst?
I'd say the best part of my day was just running down the mountain.
I know what the worst part of my day was too. That we're going to leave this hostel because we've had a really good time here with all the people that are here. It feels like a little family and community, and it's going to be hard to go back out to the wilderness. All right. Do you have anything to add?
Not really. Today was really good, except for the fact that we had to do a little coordinated rescue mission.
Oh yeah, rescue mission. Oh yeah. Flintstone makes the vlog today because he came to rescue me. How come you didn't come to rescue me?
Good question.
Which we explained to you.
Yeah. That voice you hear from the background, that's Flintstone. All right, you guys, have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching. Good night.
See you.
Bye.
Day 48.
So today so far, we've only been on the trail a couple hours, but it is like no other day that we've had on the trail because we have seen more dogs on the trail in the first 2 hours than we have seen on our entire through hike so far.
So another nice thing about camera angle.
Looks like a bird. The beak, the eye, and like the prickly hair. What do you guys think? It's a cute one. All right, it's quiz time. What does this mean when there's two white on top of each other and they're even? Give your answer in the comments, and at the end of the day, we'll pin the answer at the top of the comments.
I made it here, and Flintstone came to rescue me, so I'm grateful. Thank you.